Hello, and welcome to another CFIRS virtual training. Today we're going to be going over how to enable the firefighter training form and how to utilize it to configure the training records that are submitted from the firefighter form into your classes in the training module. To enable the firefighter training form for your agency, you're going to enable it in your agency preferences. To do that, you can go to Agency Preference on the menu. Then we're going to scroll down to the training module section, and we see the one that's called Use Firefighter Training Form. We're going to want to set that to Yes, and then scroll down. And we do have to put in a reason for the update, and then click Update. And now the Firefighter Training Form is enabled for your agency. For your users to utilize the Firefighter Training Form, please see the linked video for a separate training. To check for submissions from the Firefighter Training Form, you're going to scroll down on the home dashboard here to the training section, and you're going to look for the link called Training Firefighter Form Config and click on that. From this screen, you will see any submissions from the form, and they'll be listed here in order. And they'll tell you the basic details on it, the training details, the start date and time, the end date and time, the duration, who the instructor was, and then who attended. To categorize one of the firefighter training form submissions, I can check the checkbox next to the class that was submitted, and then I can come down to the class dropdown and pick a class from my library that would match. And when I move out of that field, it's going to display any of the credit categories that were pre-configured for that class. So here I can see I have fire and then company training with 1 hour for practical. I can just leave it as that and hit submit, or I can add another category if I needed to, and I can click the add new category button, and I can pick from any of my other categories. So I'll say I want to add from firefighter training, the continuing education, and then I will say we'll give that 1 practical hour, and then click add. And then from here you can see I added it on here. And then the last thing I need to do before I submit this is pick a method and a provider. So my method we can say is practical, and the provider could be your agency or an external agency. And then you're going to click submit. You should be redirected to the training form verification page where you can verify any of the info and the participants. And you can see that the information here has come in from the training form, the start and end date and times. You can add any comments that you need to. As you scroll down, you can see the selected instructor. You can also add resources if you needed to. You can maintain the personnel that were added to this. You can either add additional personnel if somebody was missed, or you can remove somebody if they should not be on there. So you can add from an assignment, whether from station, shift, or apparatus, or you can add from just your personnel. And I can scroll through and find my personnel, and I can say, we'll add Andrea. I can move her over to the right box, and then I can click add from personnel. And then you can see that they're added into the list. Another option is I can add from an external, from an agency, and I can pick the agency. And when I tab out of the agency field, it should give me a list of all of their personnel. And then I click add external, and they're also in the list. Another option that I can do is I can maintain the credits for a specific person. If I click on the person's name, I can see the credits that they're getting. And if somebody was not there for the whole time, or for part of it, I can say they're only getting half of the credits, and I can maintain that. And I have an option is I can update for just this participant, Sabrina, or if I click the update for all participants, it's going to update this for everybody. But I'm just going to do the update the participant. So now they're updated, and I can close out of that. And then I can mark them all as attended and completed, and I can do that easily by clicking the select all and then click update selected students. And you can see that they're all marked as completed as well. And if I needed to add any attachments, I can add attachments right here, whether it be a roster or something of that nature. And then I can scroll down and click save and update. And now that training record is saved. Another option for assigning a class to a training record would be to create a new class. I might find that I don't find a matching class in my existing class library, so what I can do is I can select this class, and then I can create a new class. And if I scroll down, I can create a new class from here. So I can give it the code. So we'll say that this was ladder training. So I'm going to say this is my code LT05. And I'm going to put this under ladders category. And this can be ladder training. And then as I scroll down, I can pick my method and my provider. So I can say method is practical. And my provider can be, again, my agency or an external agency. And then again, as I scroll down, I can pick which categories are applied to this class. And this class will become reusable in the future. So I can say company training under ISO, and they get 1 credit. And then scrolling down, I can again give firefighter training for the continuing education. And then I can do 1 credit. And then I can scroll all the way down. And if I have any notes for the class, I can add them here. And if not, I can just hit submit. And we're back at the training verification page, and we can verify all of the info as we did previously in the video. And we can make sure everything looks good. We can make sure to mark everybody's attended and update the students. And they'll be marked as completed. And then we can hit save and update.